Welcome back to Happy Fun Painting Times with Bobby Toss. Maybe you've heard of my aunt. So, first week we talked about God's big creation. It was beautiful, and he stepped back in his chair and he's like, I've done a good job. I deserve to sit on my porch for a day and watch things work. And then the next time we talked about what? We talked about sin and the season of fall. And you guys remember that women destroyed it all by themselves. They did it, not men's faults. But anyways, this week we're talking about redemption. And maybe you don't know what redemption is. I'm going to talk about it because God has a plan for your life, maybe today. So we're going to talk about redemption because God's plan was like, God's looking down at the earth and he's saying, hey, that's not what I intended for things to be. I didn't intend for you to act like that. I remember my mom always told me, she said, hey, there's a face for a place and a place for a face, which meant, everybody knows what it means. But anyways, he says, listen, I'm going to send my cousin, Jesus or Jesus in Spanish. But anyways, he says, I'm going to send him down and I'm going to make it all correct. And he's going to knock some heads together. Knock some heads together. And so he sends Jesus down. We'll yellow. Remember, this is Mr. Bristles. He's got an anger issue. So silly. It still gets me. It kind of tickles right down underneath my ribs just a little bit. He sends Jesus. We'll do it in yellow, just kind of guiding light. You ever seen that show? Mama and I used to watch Guiding Light all the time. He just sent him right down to the earth, and he said, listen, this isn't what my uncle intended. And he said, but anyways, this is the creation, God's big story. It's got God's big plan for your life. And if you were to get into one of those books, Science, Bibbles, or something like that, but it would be good. You'd find out the story. I want you to read more for yourself. But next week, we're going to talk about something different. This week, remember, just review. It was about Jesus, his cousin. He said, no. Next week is new creation. And what we're going to talk about is how it's not an old creation, but it's new. Anyway, thanks for joining me, Toddy Boss, for Happy Fun Times with Painting with me. That's me.